Hello mga ate mga kuya, Alex here from TackleClass.com. Andito ngayon sa Taguig where Xiaomi has just launched the new Mi 9T Pro. We waited about 3 months for this versus the Mi 9T, but the wait is worth it because the price is 19K. This Mi 9T Pro is powered by a Snapdragon 855, the best processor you can get right now except for 855 Plus, which is slightly more overclocked, but really, you don't really need an 855 Plus unless you're so demanding. But this is a sub 20,000 peso phone, okay? Cool your jets. You got a sub 20,000 peso phone here. Crazy amounts of features and very premium for 18,990. 18,990, and you can get the higher storage variant, 6 gig 128 for 2490. So it's just over 20,000 for the one with 128 gigs of storage. Now, you might want that 128 gigs of storage because this has no micro SD card expansion. But I'd have to forgive Xiaomi for that limitation because they've packed a lot of specs into the Mi 9T Pro, giving us the most affordable 855 processor phone currently in the market, probably even in the world. And you get a pop-up front camera. This is a 20 megapixel front camera that allows the Mi 9T and the Mi 9T Pro to have a bezel-less, no-notch display. You can see there's a little bit of a lip on the bottom. This is an AMOLED display. So you also get, look at this, always-on display. So that is an always-on display. You can sort of customize it. And you can see on the bottom, there is a fingerprint scanner on the screen. So wow, that is all for under 20,000 Philippine pesos. And you get a 6 gig RAM variant for both of them. You just add, what is that, 1,500 for an extra 64 gigs of storage for the 2490 variant. You notice that there are 3 camera lenses on the back. Yes, that's triple lenses, no gimmicks here. We have a 48 megapixel main camera. We have a ultra wide 13 megapixel and even a 2x telephoto 8 megapixel telephoto, 13 megapixel ultra wide. Plus, it shoots 4K 60 FPS video. So it's an excellent phone for the price. We're gonna go hands-on on it right now. All right, so let's take a look at the Mi 9T Pro. It is virtually, basically identical to the Mi 9T, and the Mi 9T was launched about, I guess, 2 or 3 months ago. And it's powered by, I believe, a Snapdragon 715. But honestly, if you ask me, this is what you want. This has a Snapdragon 855, a flagship processor, basically the same processor as my Galaxy S10, as the Galaxy Note 10, the OnePlus 7, OnePlus 7 Pro. All of the flagship phones today are using a Snapdragon 855, and they are priced incredibly high versus the Mi 9T Pro. So the Mi 9T Pro, like I said, 18,990, and then the 128 gig variant is 20,990. And as you can see, it's kind of like a budget version of the OnePlus 7 Pro because the OnePlus 7 Pro has the pop-up camera as well. And they also both have the triple camera design. You can see the pop-up camera right here. And then the OnePlus 7 Pro also has triple cameras with triple focal lengths, wide, ultra-wide, and telephoto. So those are very comparable specs. Of course, the OnePlus 7 Pro has a QHD display and a 90 Hz display. This has a 1080p AMOLED display. They're both AMOLED. This does not have the curved display on the sides, but some people prefer that. And this is a 60 Hz display, but nothing to complain about here. For 19,000 pesos, there's absolutely nothing to complain about. The cameras still pop out nicely. Also, I really like this feature where the front camera has a LED light that lets you know that the camera is coming up. So it gives you a little bit of pointers to pay attention to that camera once it pops out. So it also features face unlock, as you see here. There you go. And of course the fingerprint scanner. So the cameras are all covered, you know. I think the cameras are very, very high quality. The 48 megapixel is very similar to the Redmi Note 7, in my opinion. And then the telephoto and the wide angle does a pretty good job as well. So here's the wide angle, and then here's the telephoto. I might have mentioned before, or you might have noticed, that the display has an always on feature, and I turned it on so you can see that the fingerprint scanner is located here, and we have a time and sort of I guess a moon on the background there. So that's a nice feature, and actually that moon moves depending on the time of day. So you can put your finger on here to unlock it, or you can have the face unlock, take your photo and then unlock the phone. Very convenient feature. I like the always on display. That's sort of a new one for Xiaomi phones, I guess. So let's pay attention to design here a little bit. It is a nice looking phone, and it's actually thinner and smaller than I would think. This is a 6.4 inch, 6.39 inch display, AMOLED, 2340 by 1080. Display is really nice, as most Xiaomi phones go, and this is a AMOLED one, so the colors really pop. So here's some photos from the other people that have used the phone. Here are some of my photos, and I've been impressed. Here's a night mode shot, and here's the non-night mode, so you can see the difference between night mode and not. And these results are similar to what I experienced from the Redmi Note 7. Very impressive photos, plus the camera now supports 4K 60 video, which is actually very impressive for a phone, like I said, under 20,000 pesos. Plus, this thing still has a headphone jack. The Redmi Note, the OnePlus 7 Pro got rid of the headphone jack. Look at this thing. This got a headphone jack, USB Type-C. The only thing it lacks is a micro SD card. Looking at the back here, we have the super psychedelic colors and sort of, I don't know, foil design. A nice design here. And it sort of tapers to black in the middle. The red one looks similar, and the red one has red lighting on the front camera. There's also a black one and a very, very nice new color, which wasn't available in other markets, which is the white, which looks really cool and very pearlescent. But the blue one is no slouch. This is, I believe, glass on the back, glass on front, and metallic on the side. So very nice build here. Now, unfortunately, though, you do get a free case on the box, so that's a nice bonus. But look at this case. This is a fully opaque black case. So if you buy the Mi 90 Pro and use the case, well, you're not gonna see the design if you use the box, the case that came in the box. So which is a little bit of a bummer. But if you want to hide your cool colors, that's what you put on your phone. Now you would think that a phone like this, a phone this small in my hand, you'd think that the battery is small, but no, it's not. It's got a 4,000 milliamp hour battery, and the fast charging is really impressive. It can go up to 27 watts fast charging. Now, unfortunately, the box only comes with 18 watts fast charging, but that's pretty fast enough for most people. If you want something faster, you can get a Quick Charge 4 27 watt charger and upgrade your charging capabilities. Fortunately though, no wireless charging, but we do have NFC, so if you want to pair or use NFC features, that's available. Overall, I'm very, very impressed with what Xiaomi has pulled off with the Mi 90 Pro. For under 20,000 or just over 20,000 pesos, 2490 for the 128 gigabyte version, you get flagship processor, premium build, amazing looking design with newest technologies like the pop-up camera and the in-display fingerprint sensor, the metal build, the Gorilla Glass design, the triple focal length. What is there to ask for? This is probably going to be phone of the year for sure for the 19,000 peso price point. Nobody can compete with this under 20,000 pesos. AMOLED display as well, and no notch, and super impressive. And it makes every other phone pale in comparison. So I'm really impressed that Xiaomi was able to bring this for under 20,000 pesos. Okay, admittedly, I'm not a fan of the red power button here, especially since it clashes with the blue design of the phone. Actually, the design of the phone is a little bit, kind of hit or miss, I guess. I don't know about the camera cluster. It's a little bit busy for me, but what is there to complain about when you're just paying $18,990 or $24,990 for a Mi 90 Pro? This will be available, I believe, September 9th on Lazada, and I believe September 14th on Mi stores. You can pre-order starting September 6th and September 7th, respectively. So you guys gotta check this out. This is the Mi 90 Pro. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.